Hello everybody, it's your Prof Chop and we're back again with another Sseth video reaction. This is Bloons TD6. I have zero idea what this game's about, but it's probably weird, deep, and crazy. So let's see. I mean, it's a Sseth video, it's gotta be crazy, right?
I live in the middle of nowhere, on unpronounceable street on the first floor. There's only one floor. My name is Sseth. I'm 27 years old. I believe in taking care of myself in a balanced diet and a rigorous exercise routine.
Let's see the Arnold-sponsored exercise routine. Chase woman at night for 2 hours. Wow, that woman can run. Chase woman at night for 2 more hours. Okay, we do that 6 days a week. And then on our break day, we hide in plain sight, learn their running routines. So a lot of cardio.
Exercise routine. In the morning, if my hands aren't shaking, I'll take 360 milligrams of extended release
my boy has a whole ass pharmacy.
Amphetamine while doing my daily gel session. I can do 1,000 now. After I start to feel heart palpitations, I go to the vitamin closet for multivitamins. I take 2 gummy dinosaurs, then a gummy fruit pastel, and a single magic bean. Then I chug.
When I was young, it used to be gummy bears that were the thing to take, but I guess gummy dinosaurs works, right?
Down 2 gram paracetamol to slow the approaching migraine while I prepare the rest of my routine. I always use a painkiller with little or no risk of stomach ulceration because stomach ulcers are incredibly painful and make you die. Then 2 tabs of zinc, then omega-3, followed by a final megadose of vitamin D3. There's an idea of a Sseth tech. Some kind of abstraction, but there is no real me.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I have the exact same protein brand thing.
Only an entity, something illusory. And though I can hide my cold gaze, and you can shake my hand and feel flesh gripping yours, and maybe you can even sense our lifestyles are probably comparable, I simply am not there. Hey people, Sseth here. Hello, my little dart monkeys. It's been a while. Apologies, I had to take a short break from the hustle, because if you only made 2 videos in 6 months, something's not right. And while ADHD
Tell me about it, bro.
medication is very useful to satisfy expectation and fit into
I have questions. Why is a monkey feeding him a goddamn banana? It's not even fully peeled. Is this some sort of sex joke?
to the psychopathic mold of society. After 7 years of regular consumption, it's good to take a break. Since withdrawal kicked in, the only thing I have energy for is getting out of bed, feeding the colony, and playing Bloons. Bloons Tower Defense 6, written and pronounced as if you were dyslexic, is a homeland defense simulator where you and your men are the only thing that stands between life and the complete and utter annihilation of monkey civilization. The stakes are high, but the premise might sound absurd. Rubber balloons? Really? How could
this straight up looks like a mobile game?
That possibly be a threat to monkey civilization? I'll tell you, because it's a choking hazard. The respiratory tract of a rhesus macaque is very slim, and if a child inhales enough rubber, they're going to die of asphyxiation. I've never tested this, but I'm just assuming. For any civilization, several generations of high infant mortality, and we're on the brink of extinction. And so, the most primitive form of monkey weapon.
Now, I know some of you might be asking what's the difference. I'm a lower a little bit.
Emerged the original decisive answer to the rubber question. Darts. Dart monkeys could finally pop balloons from a safe distance. However, they couldn't account for what happened next. You see, for every balloon you deflate, you get 2 more. That's because they reproduce faster than we can kill. But now, we've introduced natural selection to the balloon population. Tougher, more resistant fibers, translucent material, higher reproductive
motherfuckers made bulletproof balloons
of capacities, and even limited regeneration of lost tissue start being selected for in the balloon population, thus beginning the eternal arms race between technology and an all-consuming, rapidly evolving bioweapon. You might think this game is a joke, but this review is a joke. It isn't. It's very much a Crisis just got released on PC in 2007 situation, where all the critique and anger is coming from people who, 1, don't own it, or 2, can't run it because they don't have the RTX 3080 necessary to even boot up the game on low setting.
This makes me think, I wonder if you get the best PC nowadays, if you can run Crisis, the first one, max graphics.
Like
Probably
any
not.
good game, we
That's
begin
Joe Rogan.
by starting Cheat Engine, loading the following cheat table, hooking up the executable, and from there, enable editable values, get player. Double-click the action value and change it to get player info. It should update with your current values, which
We're
you edit
cheating.
by
Max
double-clicking.
cheating.
Apply them by changing the action value to set player info. If you don't see anything, tab into a different menu and switch back. This will, very likely, get you banned. However, using every other cheat will not. You can exploit this by earning monkey money, turning on infinite monkey money, and buying anything equal to or below your total sum of monkey money without spending a single dime. Dear Ninja Kiwi, I'm sorry for telling everyone how to bypass your shitty in-game cash shop. I don't do it out of pleasure. I do it.
Did he actually just do that? Bro, we're not even 5 minutes into the video. We're not even 5 minutes. He has not described how to actually play the game. He's already explained to us how to hack the video game. I mean, it's a cash shop game, so can you feel bad about them? Probably not.
But out of moral obligation to inconvenience anyone and anything that comes out of New Zealand. To play the game, pick a map, pick a difficulty, and try to finish it. For reference, anything under hard difficulty is meant for children. Are you a child? I hope not. How did you end up here? Did your mother leave you alone with a tablet, assuming that the cold hard expanse of the internet is somehow an appropriate surrogate to parental attention? In which case, I'm incredibly sorry. I'm sure your parents will take full personal accountability for your impending developmental issues. But I digress. As my good friend Mandalore Gaming often says, can we stop discussing children? Hard is the starting baseline difficulty. Think of it as a rite of passage before the game considers you competent enough to stand a chance of winning the actual game. The actual game is Chimps Mode, an acronym which stands for no continues, no hearts lost, no income, no monkey knowledge, no powers, and no selling. Effectively, pay to win is no longer an option, and a single mistake will undo your entire run. It is the truest test of monkey fortitude. Basically, you're training yourself up to handle.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, this game looks like shit. I remember when the true peak of tower defense games, Warcraft 3, there was a tower defense game. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called Tower Defense. That shit was good. You make mazes out of towers. Yeah, there is no maze already set up for you. No, you make your own maze. Okay? That was the peak.
The worst this game can throw at you without any help. There's many monkeys and many balloons. Different balloons require different monkeys to sufficiently deflate and destroy them. While the most basic and primordial balloon, the red balloon, can be popped by any monkey, the situation quickly becomes more complicated as most balloons come in layers, including, but not limited to, camo, lead, ceramic, LGBT, each with their own properties, strengths, and weaknesses. They also come in sizes, regular and blimp, also known as Moabs, BFBs, Zongs, and Bads. These initially serve as boss encounters, which, following the Dark Souls Miyazaki school of thought, eventually become regular enemies. In general, these are gigantic, gestating balloon females, which, upon popping, release their entire brood on the battlefield. I would say these are generally slow, until round 90, when you encounter your first DDT. After 20 minutes of play, which you're going to lose in 2 seconds. There is a common anecdote on the Bloons TD6 Red. You're going to lose in 2 seconds. There is a common
I'd like to see North Korea get through our defenses.
Anecdote on the Bloons
The 5 hottest monkeys in
TD6 Reddit. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, and Ninja Kiwi how they recorded their Moab popping sound. Let's talk about monkeys. In total, there's 22 different monkeys across 4 different trees. Primary, military, magic, and support. Each has their own purpose and place on the battlefield. Dart monkey is your OG shooter. Boomerang monkey.
That dude just swinged his banana. That's a fight, bro.
Has curved shots and can switch hands. Bomb shooter counters lead. Tack shooter counters everything else. Ice monkey. Glue gunner. Nobody knows what they do because nobody picks them. Sniper monkey has infinite range. Monkey sub bottoms for the monkey dom. Monkey buccaneer upgrades to the entire East India Trade Company. Monkey ace has nuclear capabilities. Heli pilot can solo the game. Mortar monkey is incredibly accurate. Dartling gunner comes with his own panic button. Ninja monkey counters stealth. Wizard monkey counters your ability to see. Super monkey will be discussed at a later time. Alchemist turns lead into gold. Druid
different
turns
monkeys are
crops
there?
into gold. Banana Farm
Oi.
turns bananas into centralized banking. Monkey Village supports the home front. Spike Factory keeps out the homeless. And Engineer Monkey is somehow
Keeps out the holes. I read about some place in America making benches be like this so homeless people couldn't sleep on them. That's fucked up, America.
less popular than the Ice Monkey. In reality, you don't have to know all that. All you need to know is the current meta pick, so you can turn
There is
your
a
brain off
meta?
for half an hour and still scavenge some dopamine for your zoomy receptors. Each monkey comes with 3 different upgrade trees, which are mutually exclusive to each other. You
Hey, there's a quick shot monkey. I didn't know they had me in the game, bro.
can
Let's
pursue
go.
one tree up to 5 and benefit from 2 levels of another. When we talk strategy, we use the free number nomenclature, which denotes the number of upgrades in each tree in descending order. For example, this is what it looks like when I smack down a 103 Dart Monkey, a 200 Village, and a 301 Alchemist. This is handy to know when somebody starts screaming at you that a 401 Alchemist is not the same as a 402, that you're wasting precious animation frames on something that doesn't benefit you, that you have effectively gimped yourself out of an expensive investment, and instead of playing Bloons, you should instead consider the rope. The Bloons commencement and
whoa. And then there is a safety you can distinguish basic background details in your environment, a basic and essential human function that's performed by some of the most infantile members of our race. All this considered neck yourself mouth breathing moron. Brother, you are playing a game about monkeys popping balloons. Relax. Jesus.
instead of playing Bloons, you should instead consider the rope. The Bloons community
Wow.
is nothing if not passionate. On top of that, you have heroes. There's many to choose from,
Heroes.
so choose wisely, because you only get to bring one of them. These include Quincy, who never whiffs, not a single arrow. Sada, my beloved. Adora, who is adorable, and also powered by blood sacrifice, in the same way as a 33rd degree Mason. Benjamin, who stacks the Benjamins, and contributes nothing else. Picking him in a multiplayer game is considered a form of griefing at
Cool,
best,
brother.
and at worst, a hate crime. And of
Wait.
course,
Is this a PvP game? Is it? I thought it was PV. You play, only against, thing. Is there PvP in this
Funny
thing?
Tank Monkey, and many
Funny
more.
Tank.
So, let's talk about strategy. You're
Okay,
going to
let's
open
go.
with Quincy into a 301 Ninja, followed by a
301
200
Ninja.
Alchemist. Upgrade Alchemist to 301, Ninja to 402. Smack down a 200 Monkey Village. Then place your 320 Heli Pilot Alchemist to 401, Heli to 420, Village to 30. And finally, finish your 520 Heli Pilot. There, that's your current meta pick. Clears everything from hard to chimps with minimal thinking. But who
You
cares?
lost, though.
Secondly, it's not enough to win advanced and expert level maps, and it's certainly not enough to beat boss events. There's 2 bosses, and they rotate every week. Bloonarius, the Inflator, and the Lich. I say this unironically.
The Lich.
I've seen a lot of erotic illustrations of Bloonarius. Porn, if you will.
It's a balloon. It's a balloon, god damn it.
And it makes me act up. Boss events are interesting. On the one hand, yes, you can pay to win. On the other hand, it's not going to save you. Because, for reference, the last round of Chimps, round 100, features a single BAD. This has 28,000 HP. Tier 5 Bloonarius spawns round 120 with 3 million. And if it's Elite Bloonarius,
3
40 million. So, how do we overcome numbers that big?
What's even
Simple.
happening on
We
the screen?
finance the war with money we don't have. We need free bits of monkey knowledge from a support tree. Bigger deals, backroom deals, bank deposits. Naturally, we take Benjamin for increased stacking of Benjamins. Then you convert your first monkey farm into a 240, giving us access to IMF loans. IMF, standing for the International Monkey Fund.
Of course.
Take the loan, deposit twice,
Obviously.
wait a single round, collect interest, cash out, and repeat. Use borrowed money to make more banks, to take more loans, to borrow more money. Then upgrade your bank to 250, or Monkeynomics, with the descriptor for when you're too big to fail, thus creating the Federal Reserve. And now we print money directly out of thin air. Inflation? Don't worry about it. Take more loans,
Jesus.
print more money. Get a 500 nuclear sub so we can borrow, print, and
Yeah, we're
spend
fucked.
even faster. But what exactly are we spending towards? We're spending towards a very expensive sacrifice. Because ultimately,
Okay, that thing about the game looks dope. That whenever you upgrade a monkey, it changes its look. That's pretty dope.
there's only one way to win war, blood. A lot of blood.
True.
Money is merely the vehicle to convince you. We just need you to die. And so, fittingly, the strongest tower in the game requires a mountain of sacrifice, consuming everything and everyone around it twice, because there's 2 upgrades. The true Sun God is the second strongest tower in the game. If you're currently seeing this, it means I fucked up and I have to reset. The vengeful, true Sun God is the strongest tower in the game. Also, the leading cause of aneurysms each time I miss a single step in this 35-page wiki article. But he is worth the effort. He can solo the entire boss on normal. On elite difficulty, however, you have to fill every square pixel of your screen with monkeys, sacrifice them all, only to receive a low-degree paragon and quit the game very calmly. Confused? Then I invite you to read the 39-page wiki article, consult this simple mathematical formula for power calculation, and come back just as confused. Paragons are tier 6 monkeys. However, their strength is determined by their degree, which is a measure of equality and quantity of sacrifices given. There's 4 in total. Under optimal conditions, to create all 4, we have to put about 200 monkeys into body bags, but the sacrifice is well justified. It's pretty much the only way you can possibly clear a boss run on elite difficulty. There's many more modes in this game. Odysseys, which are monkey campaigns. Races, which are going to get me banned someday. Custom challenges, which have to be played yourself after making them to ensure that it's actually possible to beat. Instead, I use Cheat Engine to make maps that are physically impossible to finish and post them online for unsuspecting victims. And of course, multiplayer.
Wait, my Monkey Wall Street.
Which looks a little like
Wall
this.
Street. So, you mean normal Wall Street?
Where the blades coming from? What's doing that?
Multiplayer is the shit. Arguably, it's harder than single player because you all share the same income. This leads to the inevitable situation where everybody picks Benjamin, buys a turn 12 banana farm, and we lose the game. It's a lot of fun. It's incredibly fun, interactive, and dynamic when one of your friends pops down a sun temple right next to your farms, consuming all of your income.
Watch this.
Oh!
Why'd everything go
fuck?
by?
What? Did I clear the whole map? What the fuck?
In the industry, this is known as a skill issue. To answer a question I've been hearing, what is Bloons Tower Defense 6? It is when you can physically no longer see what you're doing. When the screen is filled with so much shit that all you're left with is an assault of flashing lights and popping. That's what Bloons TD6 is all about. It's amazing. Also, how much you can handle on screen, great benchmark for your hardware. Because you'll get somebody talking shit about how great their processor is, just because Rakesh at the Dell store told them so. And suddenly, they drop from the game, being real quiet.
I was gonna ask Abaya, how does this shit work in multiplayer? My god.
Ever since. I do, however, have some critique. I've heard so many pops that I've developed tinnitus. I've listened to the soundtrack for so long that if I hear it alone, in isolation, my brain fills in the gaps and creates audible popping, but I think that's a fair price to pay. Also, New Zealand company jacks up the in-game price of the Australian flag. Very based. Unfortunately, this game does run like ass sometimes. It doesn't like being left in the background, and it doesn't close properly for me, so I made a little batch file to kill the process. I recommend you do the same. It does save progress on maps, so usually you don't lose anything. I think anybody can enjoy Bloons TD6. I saw one of the top reviews with some guy saying it helped him. Anybody can enjoy.
This one's trying to hump him, this one's slapping him like he owes him money. What are people doing with monkeys? What the
Bloons TD6. I saw one of the top reviews with some guy saying it helped him get over his divorce. If it could help him, maybe it can help you. Before you cast it off as a
What? Was he married to a monkey?
joke and an unserious suggestion. Consider the possibility that you live in a tyrannical society where at any time you can be muzzled, beaten, and put into captivity until you die. Considering these things, maybe it's not a joke. Maybe you're the clown, and the punchline is your entire existence. In summary, Bloons TD6, 10 out of 10.
Bro.
Very recommended. Very fun. The price is very affordable. If you can't, I recommend gaslighting family members into giving you money, blackmailing relatives, or petty crime. Remember, always under 1,000. That's the threshold for felonies. Gotta keep that record squeaky clean. Or, as I've heard it said, Get that thong out yo boosie, playa. As always, more content to come,
Where
so
is he
stay
heard
tuned.
that?
This is the end of good
Thank you,
videos.
man, because at some point in time, I can say my videos when you're written to be good. I don't know. I said my videos, everything. By calming visuals of Yennefer's feet from Witcher 3, which I have modded to have 50,000 polis per toe, sincerely Sseth.
Here on out, there are no good
Based.
videos. I'm tired of living in fear of some
that
commenter coming at me saying, Sseth, you actually made a factual error. Correct, I did. And I'll do it again. Without the muzzle of quality control, I can flow more freely, like a sewage drain. As always, a warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild generously funding and
Jesus Christ, that was a brain fuck. I think I was gonna say something, but then my brain was like Yennefer feet, and then I had the visual in my head, and everything else in my head was like gone, which is my normal existence. But fair enough. Okay, Sseth. Monkeys popping balloons. I have zero plans to play this game. It looks like shit. I gotta be honest with you. I'm sorry if I've offended any monkey popping balloon enjoyer. But yeah, anyway. Hope y'all enjoy this. I'll catch y'all next time, okay? Bye, everybody.